I took my heart and on your chest. I have the best of intentions. I played my part, but who did the rest? No wasting breath or redemption. Who will you love when it isn't me? Cause we fall apart inevitably. Sometimes what you want, just say what you need. And you know me. Baby, I was born to run. Baby, I was born to ride. Ain't nobody ever gonna slow me down. Cause I'm looking out for number one. Only me, myself, and I. Ain't nobody ever gonna hold me down. Baby, I was born to ride.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another live stream. How are you doing? Nice to see you, happy to have you. So just looking at the chat real quick, we got Captain Price II, as always. Pleasure as always. We got Nick here, hello Nick. Big Johnny, the biggest of all fucking Johnnies, honestly. We got Ashton, we got another one here, Trailer 3, 46 billion views in 24 minutes. Yeah, I feel you there, right? I feel that. How's everyone doing? I hope you all had a great weekend. It's Sunday again. So yeah, sadly, your Rockstar and Take-Two again aren't allowing actual fun. What you talking about, Side Dragon? So, there is probably a few items to talk about with GTA 6, right? I know we got the earnings call coming up. It is May. Probably just gonna get into it, you know, kind of just give you the rundown of some things. You know, we'll talk, we'll chat, we'll see what's happening. Let me open a couple of photos real quick. We'll just start there. Just to start this somewhere. And I know exactly where I want to start this. Alright, I got it. So, here's what we got. For example, just to start somewhere. Where are we at? Okay, we are on the computer screen, we good. And for some reason, my internet is all over the fucking place. For some reason. I don't know. Anyways, we're going to start right here. So, when it comes to Take-Two Interactive, the parent company of Rockstar Games, they have, you know, their fiscal years in relation to their company. They have budgets, all that. They got software development and licensing budgets, marketing budgets, purchase obligations, just to name a few. And where this information comes from is from their earnings calls that more specifically take place in May. Every single time the May earnings call takes place, because that's the quarter 4 earnings call, we always get this little summary of information. So we are definitely looking forward to the upcoming May earnings call, so we can get an updated information for the current year that we're in, which is fiscal 2027. We're no longer in fiscal 2026 that ended March 31st. Fiscal 2027 began April 1st. So it's going to be really cool to see the updated, say, software development and licensing, marketing, as well as the purchase obligation budgets. These two are different, obviously. The first year on the top is 2024 for this one. This one here goes down to 2028 and thereafter. This one does 2025 to start, no 2024, goes all the way to 2029 and thereafter. So obviously the one from 2024, this is obviously a year older than this one, and we'll have to see the next one. And I don't know if I missed like the last one, I'm not sure about that. I think the next one that we'll see, it'll probably have 2026 on the top or something, and it'll explain how much they spent on software development and licensing, marketing, purchase obligations. And then we'll get a nice updated number example. Only at $9.3 million for software development and licensing, budgeted originally. And these are just things that they kind of put together. I'd assume like Take-Two doesn't really know what they're going to put on a budget for like 2027, 2028, 2029, like 3-4 years before these things are actually taking place. They probably just put like in just some numbers for what they already know that they're doing way beforehand. But it always gets super inflated like way later. You'll see like 2027 here went from 9.3 on software development to 33. You'll see for 2027, right, for marketing we got 16.1. A year later, we're at 28.2. For purchase obligations, a year later, they're doing 12.6. A year before, they're only doing 4.0. Another thing to point out, too, for example, like we can just look at like 2025, right? Fiscal 2025. That already took place a while ago. You know, they budgeted 196.2, 55.4, 89.3. It's connected. Motherfuckers. Connected. Motherfuckers. Yeah, like I said, my internet's all over the place right now. Internet is all over the place for some reason. It's acting real fucking stupid today. Or at least we got the right megabytes that we need. So I apologize if there's any buffering. I apologize if there's any shit, right? I don't know, because I'm not looking at fucking OBS to stare at like how the stream is doing, but yeah, the internet is definitely all over the place right now. It's not always like this, but I guess it's some bad fucking timing today, so whatever. Anyways, what I was saying though about budgets and stuff, these relatively change all the time. Even for what they thought they were going to budget for 2026, 140, 71, and 40, that also changed way after the fact too. Went to 133, 74, and 67. So again, gonna be really interesting to see what they're budgeting, like what their estimates for the current fiscal year really are. It's not 9.3 million for software development and licensing. It's not 16.1 million for marketing. They're obviously gonna spend a lot more than that on marketing. I'm sure they'll have to. And it's not gonna be 4 million on purchase obligations. Like even a year later, you know, things changed. Even a year later for, say, fiscal 2025, right? They thought they were only going to pay like 200 for software development, and then they end up paying like a whole 140 more, which is crazy. And then obviously they were factoring like, oh, you know, GTA 6 is going to come out fall 2025, or they knew it was going to come out in May in fiscal 2026, so they got all these numbers for marketing. But like I said, you obviously delay GTA 6, you think you're going to do 55.4 million of marketing in 2025, and then you don't, you know, you only do 32.4, but you had factored in that you were going to do a lot more in marketing, probably because of GTA 6. And we always thought it was really interesting about the inflated factor for fiscal 2026. Like the marketing was a lot more, but we were assuming like GTA 6 would come out, right, like fall 2025, even now in May, and then they would still probably market GTA 6 way after the fact. Like they probably wouldn't just market it up until the release of GTA 6 and then not market it anymore. I'm sure they're even going to market like some of their GTA 6 online stuff, or even after it sells, they're probably still going to put ads or whatever out just to advertise. I'm sure. They'll be making billions with GTA 6. I'm sure they won't care about a few extra million or whatever just to do some advertising or some marketing and stuff. So yeah, that's mostly it at the moment. Just talking about like budgeting and stuff, talking about software development, licensing, marketing, purchase obligations. I just wanted to bring that up because at the upcoming earnings call, we are going to be getting updated numbers for all this shit. And I really do believe that what we see them projecting for fiscal 2027, the current fiscal year that we're in, because it began April 1st, fiscal 2026 ended March 31st, so now we're in fiscal 2027. Again, GTA 6 is coming out in this current fiscal year of 2027. I do think seeing what the budgets for software development and licensing is going to explain a little bit, especially if it's not really a big number, right? Because obviously they're going to be done with, you know, putting GTA 6 together. And we can assume like maybe they're mostly done with it right now. There's probably just a lot of video game testers trying to work out all the bugs and stuff. But you can even see right here, like third line down for this one, they're projecting like 140.8 million. You know, the software development is pretty inflated, and they're still factoring in a bunch. But I think even right here, that's kind of interesting to me that a year later, like they did a year before, right? They factored in like 140, 150 million software development and licensing. And then a year later, third line down, they didn't factor in like hundreds. So, you know, just seeing how things have been changing, you know, you can look at numbers like this and you can kind of piece together, at least a little bit, assumption-wise, what might be happening behind the scenes. See how they're not really factoring in a bunch for software development at all for 2027? See how it's like relatively staying the same? Assumption-wise, you can assume software development and licensing, right? Like developing games and all that stuff, licensing stuff, right? Like it says in the title. If this is winding down, you can only assume like they're not going to be doing much software development and licensing. And then on the flip, the marketing is raising up, or they're factoring all these costs for marketing. Like the software development is lowering while the marketing is increasing. So earlier they're working on putting something together, and then later they don't need to do that anymore because the work's already been completed, and then you market the shit out of it, right? Just saying, just like I said, I just wanted to throw that out there. Just wanted to start there, just really wanted to throw that down real quick. I think at the next earnings call in May, and I know I'm repeating myself like the 5th time now, the updated info for all of this is going to be really interesting to see. It's obviously not going to be the same numbers. They're not going to put out their next report, and it's not going to be 133.3 for 2026. We're going to get an actual number for what they spent on software development and licensing for fiscal 2026. We're going to get an actual authentic number for how much they spent for marketing in fiscal 2026 also. And we're going to get an actual authentic number for what they spent on purchase obligations. Because out of 2026 should be the top line. And then we'll get an updated number, like I said, for fiscal 2027, the current fiscal year that we're in, for what they are planning, or at least assuming that they'll be spending on software development and licensing. And again, it'll kind of explain itself a lot if this number isn't really big, if it's kind of just small, like not even 100, it's just tiny, microscopic. They're obviously not budgeting a lot of money to develop shit, make stuff, make GTA 6 or whatever, because it's already done. And it'll be really interesting to see again what the updated marketing numbers and all that stuff will be, because I think it'll just tell a story and it'll really explain at least a little bit. You know, this is some stuff to go on. This is actual numbers that you can look at. And when we get the new numbers, we'll already have these previous two, right? The two that we're currently looking at. So we'll be able to still look at this one. We'll still be able to look at this one. And we'll even have a third one. So what that means is we'll be able to kind of compare all three of them, and it'll kind of tell a story a little bit, right? Like we could even focus on fiscal 2026 on the first one, and then on the second one we can see how it changed, and then when we get the third one we can see where it ended up. Same thing with 2027. We can look at the first one and see what they thought, even though it was nothing, because it was like 3 or 4 years away. It's crazy to think that far ahead when you don't even know what's happening tomorrow. And then we can see, you know, again, see how 2027 changed, and then we can now get an updated number for 2027 to see what they're planning for this year. And again, we can just compare all three of these, and I think that's going to be pretty cool to, you know, see how things have been changing over time. Anyways, just saying. I was just saying. So, what's going on, everybody? I'm going to read some chat for a little bit. Big Johnny says he can't wait for the marketing to start for GTA 6. We're getting a lot closer. That's actually what I want to talk about in this live stream. I'm not just going to throw up a bunch of numbers from previous earnings calls and then now that's the end of the live stream. We have more to talk about. I just wanted to start there. Okay. Let's see. So yes, sadly... Oh, you're right. I already read those comments. I've been thinking about your setup, Sean. It's been dwelling on my mind. Well, Nick, what would you like to know about my setup? What would you like to know about it? What I am typing about is a Vice City Stories PC version, got DCMA takedown, even though being made by fans in Russia, which you think would have immunity. I mean, I don't know, right? You know, I don't know about all the rules with just all that stuff, right? Sovereign nations and all that stuff. Obviously, Rockstar and Take-Two are not based in Russia. I don't know what you do about other people outside of your country stealing your ideas and completed stuff, right? Like China, right? For a long time had gotten American stuff, right? Like maybe, like let's say like the United States used to be like super advanced, right? Like one of the first ones to get to the atom bomb, and China was nowhere close or whatever, or how like the Soviet Union hadn't made an atom bomb or anything like that. A lot of these countries, right, will like steal other people's ideas and all that stuff. What I'm saying is, like, again, I don't know how all the rules work. You would think like Russia would just have like immunity, or like whoever's living in Russia making these mods you're talking about would just have immunity just because they're in like a separate location. but probably because they posted it on the internet, right? Like, it's probably not super hard for Take-Two just to post the DMCA takedown and just get it taken down off the internet. Doesn't necessarily mean the thing isn't still available to play in Russia or whatever you're talking about. Imagine if Rockstar dropped Rage Engine 9 like Unreal Engine and let developers have free reign. That would be wild. Zed says, who cares about all that? Well, I'll tell you this much, Zed, if Zed's even still watching. You should care because, again, I think these numbers tell a story, and we're going to be getting updated numbers for these numbers at the next earnings call. They tell a story, you know? They have to report how much they're spending on all this stuff. So I think all this info is in great value if you understand what it is I'm saying. But maybe we're not on the same page about what the hell I'm talking about. I was doing some research yesterday. Take-Two stock was like 18 a share in 2013. If I got 1K, I'd have like 1 mil in stock by now. Hindsight is a bitch. Yeah, but in the reality is when the stock hit like doubled its price or it got to like $50 a share, I mean, you probably would have just sold it anyways, right? You probably would have just fucking like, oh, well, I made money, so we're good. Would you have actually spent like $1,000 on Take-Two stock and still be holding it in 2025? Would you just hold it forever? I don't know. Did you ban Tyler? Who the fuck is Tyler? I don't know any Tylers. The physical box copies are being made in New York right now. That is to be determined. I get licensing for music, etc., but isn't Rage Engine their in-house thing? Why would they be paying for that? Or maybe I just don't understand this at all. Ha 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 ha. I'm confused too. What do you mean paying for the Rage? What do you mean paying for Rage? That's their in-house video game engine. Dude, the internet is just all over the fucking place. I was doing an internet speed test. I'm literally getting like a gigabyte download. But dude, I swear, like, it's having a bitch of a time, like, holding just a little bit of an upload. Like, the download is fucking sweet. That's awesome. I just wish the upload was holding that today for some reason. Something's going on with it. Bro, I love how people just spread rumors of saying, oh my god, Trailer 3 coming Thursday or something. Rockstar did not say. Only thing that is happening in firm is Take-Two call on the 21st. I mean, yeah, you're probably right, but as the old saying go, a broken clock is right twice a day. I mean, imagine how cool these YouTubers or whoever are gonna feel when they just straight up like are like, oh yeah, the trailer is gonna drop on May 5th, and then the trailer actually drops on May 5th. Or it's like TGG, right? Saying that, hey, we have these potential dates, right? From here until the earnings call, we have four Fridays where there could be an announcement or something. And we got 4 Tuesdays where they could actually drop a trailer. So if the trailer drops on any of these Tuesdays, TGG, no disrespect to TGG, I'm just talking at face value, TGG looks like a genius because he said, hey, the trailer will probably come on one of these Tuesdays. Or if like Mr. Boss, right, is like, oh yeah, trailer, if you just say GTA 6 trailer 3 is coming every single Tuesday, and eventually it does drop on Tuesday, you will be wrong like 99% of the time, but eventually you will be right. And then you can like brag about it or something. Be like, see, I know I was wrong the other 50 times, but I fucking nailed it this time. Like, you can always just, you know, say it's every Tuesday, and then eventually Tuesday comes around where it actually drops, and you look like a genius. Is that for music and stuff? Because software development, isn't that in-house? Well, why don't we get a definition? Why don't we define software development? I don't know, dude. The internet is just fucking all over the place. It's crazy. So software development is the structured process of conceiving, designing, programming, testing, and maintaining software application frameworks or systems to meet specific user or business needs. I mean, people's salaries aren't free. You gotta pay X amount of people how many dollars an hour to work for you in building. You could probably assume that some of these numbers are like salaries and stuff too. Like some of these numbers are them paying, like even like research and development, you know? You gotta pay for research and development. I'm sure even you, right? You're not using, like you got a PS5 and an Xbox One eventually, right? You're not still lingering around on your Xbox 360, are you? Or like even like 5 or 10 years ago, you're not using the same shitty ass computer you were using. You got like a top of the line fucking gaming PC today, right? Or like you're not still using that PS2, right? You got a brand new PS5, right? So obviously, you know, that costs money to upgrade. It costs money to do this and do that. I'm sure even Rockstar Games isn't using the same 1080p monitors or whatever they're using. I'm sure they're paying for better equipment, better technology, paying Nvidia or whoever they pay for their stuff, paying Intel or Apple or whoever they pay for their technology. Like, it's kind of like even like me, right? If I put out numbers, I'd have a budget too. Kind of like the stuff I've been doing this year. You know, getting a new microphone, getting a 4K capture card, and all that stuff. You know, better technology. If that makes sense. People beefing other people for no reason. They have nothing else better to do. What are you talking about, Aaron? So, somebody asked me a question. Somebody asked me a question. Let me read the question again. It's by Jack here. Jack said, "Do you think Rockstar is dropping Trailer 3 Tuesday?" Now, I'm not gonna like jump on the bandwagon and just be like, oh yeah, you know, it's gonna be every Tuesday and shit like that. I mean, if we were gonna be all mathematic about it, right? We were like hella wrong about GTA 6 Trailer 3 dates. Do you guys remember back in the day where we were like focusing on like obvious stuff? We were focused on specific details on like Red Dead Redemption 2 Trailer 1 release date and then Red Dead Redemption 2 Trailer 2 release date. RDR 2 Trailer 1. Or we'll just go to RDR 2 Trailer 2 since I accidentally hit 2 when I meant to hit 1. So for example, right, we were focusing on shit like, oh, this came out in September. And then we were also focused on Red Dead Redemption 2 Trailer 1 came out in October. So we were like, oh, hey, dude, check this out. There is a whole, like, 1-year gap between Trailer 1 and Trailer 2. We got this, right? So, I mean, hey, they dropped Trailer 1 for GTA 6 in December 2023. They're probably going to drop Trailer 2 for GTA 6 in December 2024. And then, goddamn, the internet's like fucking shit right now. I don't know what is going on with it. I need to do like an internet speed test. This is like so out of character for it. Or it needs like a fucking update or something. Like, yo, what is the fucking problemo? It's like annoying because I'm like not fucking used to running an internet speed test right now. I literally even have an upload of a lot better than what I need to live stream on YouTube, so I don't know what the fuck is like the dealio problemo. Holy shit, are you good? Anyways, Trailer 1 for RDR 2 came out in October 2016. Trailer 2 for RDR 2 came out like a year later. And we also looked at the same thing for GTA 5. Now, I'm not going to go look and explain it, but you could look it up too. You'll see that trailer 1 for GTA 5 came out like in a month. And then you'll see a year later, trailer 2 for GTA 5 came out at the same time. And you know what? We might as well just look at it. GTA 5 trailer 1. So, right, GTA 5 Trailer 1 came out November 2nd. If we look at GTA 5 Trailer 2, I just need the release date. I don't care who uploaded the video. This came out November 14th. So, again, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, yeah, you know, trailer fucking... Trailer 3 is coming out on this date. I know that for a fact. I'm not really going to say that, obviously. I'm not going to say Trailer 3. I'm not going to say Trailer 3 is coming out this Tuesday. I'm not going to say Trailer 3 is coming out next Tuesday. We don't know when Trailer 3 is coming out specifically. We could guess. We could look at, like, hey, you know, Trailer 2 came out on this day, and, oh, Trailer 3 for Red Dead Redemption 2 came out on this day, and Trailer 3 for GTA 5 came out on this day, you know. We could look at the obvious and try to guess. And I've already said it, too. Trailer 2 for GTA 6. Trailer 2 for GTA 6 came out a year ago, almost. Yeah, about a year ago. Obviously, no YouTubers are actually insiders or anything like that. Nobody really works for Rockstar Games. Nobody really has inside information. Everybody, fill in the blank, whoever the fuck they are, I don't care what YouTuber it is literally just looking at what they did before. Oh, I noticed it, right? None of us really know, okay? Let's just be honest with ourselves first and foremost, alright? I don't care what YouTuber it is. I don't care the fuck. It doesn't matter. Anybody who really knows anything about anything has probably signed an NDA or something. All these YouTubers, you know, a lot of the videos and stuff, it's just a lot of hype. It's just a lot of guessing. It's just a lot of, like, focusing on this, focusing on that. It's kind of like the moon shit. It's kind of like how everybody was so carried away with the moon theories and stuff, right? Like, oh my god, dude, fucking, like, Rockstar Games posted this fucking photo on November 1st, and there's a moon in it, dude. And then we spend all this time focused on moon phases, and then fucking November, December, and all that stuff comes and goes, and Trailer 2 didn't come till May anyways. So, with all that being said, okay, we could focus on the fact that GTA 6 Trailer 2 came out May 6th. We could focus on the fact that GTA 5 Trailer 3 came out at the end of April. We could just focus on that, okay? We could just be like, hey, dude, GTA 5 Trailer 3, check this out. The day that came out was April 30th. Yeah, that's Trailer 3, right? Yep, that's Trailer 3. And then we focus on, like, Red Dead Redemption 2 Trailer 3. And then we find out that it comes out, like, May 2nd. So you can be like, well, Trailer 3 for GTA 5, way back in 2013 or whatever, came out in May, or came out in April. And then Red Dead Redemption 2, the third trailer for that, a whole 8-9 years ago, came out, like, May something. And then we could just focus on the fact that Take-Two has an earnings call, and then we could just keep, you know, throwing that around and then just keep saying that something has to happen. However, oh, I will say that too. You know, like focused on moon phases and shit. We were doing shit like that, okay? Because it like actually happened previously, right? Way back on September 29th, 2023, Rockstar Games posts this photo, and there's a moon in it. And then somehow, you know what I mean? Like, it's so funny to me, like, even looking back at this, like, there was obviously moon phases for October, November, December, and all that stuff. It's kind of funny, like, sometimes things are a coincidence. People will see this, and then, you know, you focus on December 1st. Oh, it's also that same waning gibbous period. And wow, dude, December 1st, man, they had dropped the announcement for Trailer 1. That was always kind of funny to me. It was fun back then, though. It was fun to do all that stuff. Or how we were focused on the 27 theory. I don't know if there's like a thing for that. But over time, you know, obviously because none of us are insiders, none of us really know what's going on behind closed doors. Every YouTuber, myself included, and whoever you are, is always just going to be focused on stuff. You know what I mean? Like, even previously, we were like, you know, focused on this shit, trying to get like actual release dates. Like, hey, when are we getting that actual release date announcement? And then focusing on how we got all these announcements in January. You know, people like to focus on what happened in the past to try to predict what's going to be happening in the future. Know what I'm talking about? So, just to confirm, you guys can hear me, right? A lot of people, I think, in the chat just be like fucking with me, know what I mean? And I don't really give it like a lot of attention. But I'm going to assume like everybody can hear me, right? Like I read the comment like 5-10 minutes ago. I didn't really flinch at it, but I'm assuming that you guys can all hear me, right? My microphone is on. OBS is literally showing me a level like I'm just talking and we're literally hitting reds and shit. I mean, I know my mic is working, but I'm just going to ask you guys just to double check that real quick. All right, good, done deal. I knew that. That's why I don't pay attention to some of your goddamn comments when you say stuff like that. It's just like waste of time to argue with someone about the fact that you guys can hear me and my mic is working. So, here's what we got though, ladies and gentlemen. Let's figure this out, okay? Let's figure this out. So, May 2nd, 2018. Now, I was reading some comments on Reddit earlier. I was reading some comments on a YouTube video about some shit. We're going to talk about it. It's not about the YouTube video or the comments. It's just there's some information floating around, and it's kind of the reason why I started a live stream today. We just haven't gotten there yet, okay? We haven't gotten that far yet. I'm not talking about that stuff yet. I'm going to start right here, though. What day of the week was May 2nd? Yeah, May 2nd, 2018, day of the week. What day of the week was that? Was that a Tuesday? Because apparently a lot of people are convinced that Rockstar Games will only ever drop a trailer on a Tuesday. And I will comment and say that for GTA 6, for the 2 trailers that they have dropped for GTA 6, it has been on a Tuesday. You know, for a lot of things to make sense, all you have to do is focus on the things that do make sense. For example, if you want to say like Rockstar Games only drops a trailer on Tuesdays, then you have to ignore shit like this where they drop the trailer, like their trailer 3 for RDR2, on a Wednesday. But if all you're gonna do is focus on when they dropped GTA 6 trailer 1, and focus on when they dropped GTA 6 trailer 2, you will see that those were Tuesdays. We can only assume that it should be a Tuesday. But if we look at GTA 6 trailer 1, even though they had planned to drop it on Tuesday, they actually didn't even drop it on Tuesday at all. Their hand was kind of forced to drop it on Monday. So the original GTA 6 trailer 1 on December 4th, the day before it was actually supposed to drop, as some of you may remember, but maybe you forgot and you really don't understand the reason why, or you don't really care about that, or whatever the scenario is. But anyways, the original plan for GTA 6 trailer 1 was for this to come out December 5th, which was a Tuesday. December 5th, 2023, day of the week, is a Tuesday. It's a Tuesday. Tuesday, December 5th, 2023. And if you also want to focus on when was... No, I didn't want to see that. May 6th. May 6th, 2025, day of the week. That was also a Tuesday. So May 6th, 2025 is the day that trailer 2 for GTA 6 came out, which was a Tuesday. And then GTA 6 trailer 1 was supposed to come out December 5th, which is a Tuesday. But it had to drop a day early because it leaked on Twitter or whatever the fuck. So anyways, everybody obviously just focusing on these two aspects. Trailer 1 and trailer 2 both dropped on a Tuesday. That's why everybody is so hung up on Tuesdays, okay? And then the reason why everybody is so hung up on, say, Friday, why everyone is, say, focused on Friday, for example, like something could happen on Friday. It just has, in part, to do with, like, something like this, for example. December 1st, 2023, that was a Friday. And that's the date we got the announcement for when trailer 1 was going to come out, which was going to be Tuesday, December 5th. But there was also other announcements that just didn't really entail that too. The original announcement, let's look at the GTA 6 timeline real quick. And that should pull open specific details about certain various things that have happened for GTA 6 so far. Come on now. That backspace fuck it up, because I didn't know I put a backspace in there. There we go. Shit, I was waiting for that to pop up. Come on now. Just pop up again. I think it takes it out of videos, but a lot of videos on YouTube cover the same stuff that I talk about. So, for example, the first official trailer is released, yes, but something happened before that. Rockstar Games, November 8th, 2023. On November 8th, that's when we got the announcement that they were going to be showing us the next trailer, or the first trailer for the next Grand Theft Auto in early December. Come on, come on, come on, come on. It's like I need to restart my fucking computer or something. It says finish update. You know, it might be my fault. Customizing control Google Chrome. Oh, thank you very fucking much. How about you just load the shit? Alright, doesn't matter. November 8th, 2023. That was the announcement from Rockstar Games. Next month marks the 25th anniversary of Rockstar Games. And that's when they made the announcement that they were going to show us the next trailer for GTA 6. Now, okay, so was November 8th a Friday though, right? Announcements, like everyone's so hung up that announcements only happen on Fridays or something. November 8th, 2023, day of the week. Now I don't remember, but that was a Wednesday. Now November 8th, 2023 is also the day of a Take-Two earnings call. If we look at their quarterly earnings report, that was also the day of a Take-Two earnings call. Coincidentally, the same day of an earnings call, November 8th, 2023, is the same day that Rockstar Games is putting out all this information. My fucking internet is so ass right now. Yo, is the stream, like, even bearable? I'm kind of getting a headache about the fact that the internet keeps, like, at least for, like, the OBS side of things, like, cutting in and out. Is the live stream like even enjoyable, or does the shit like keep buffering? I'm not watching my live stream, obviously. I'm kind of just conducting it. Is the stream like even enjoyable? I'm not really sure what's happening today. But after this live stream, I think I'm gonna restart my computer and like unplug my internet for a little bit, cause damn. There's a better chance of World War III starting than GTA 6 dropping. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't think a lot of you guys understand why I'm holding this live stream at the moment. You might be a little out of the loop. There's a lot more going on than you really realize. Even Strauss Zelnick has made sideways comments recently. Specifically, Strauss Zelnick, right? That's the Take-Two CEO, okay? So he's made some comments recently about November 19th, and he pretty much insinuated, without saying it, that GTA 6 is still going to come out on November 19th. Something about a lot of people are probably going to call in sick on November 19th. Now, I didn't find the exact tidbit details, but that's the information that's being put out there at the moment, is that Strauss Zelnick is still set on November 19th. And even at the last earnings call, they've already explained that marketing for GTA 6 is going to begin in the summer. And recently, Strauss Zelnick has said, and maybe we can just look it up, maybe the internet will just do a favor for me and just show me some news articles about the things he's been saying recently. Well, here's something from a day ago, posted to Twitter. Or X, whatever the fuck you want to call it. We could even look at news. There's probably a bunch of articles from IGN and other things like that. Here's something from 3 days ago. These are all tidbit pieces of information that have been floating around the internet for the previous days, as well as floating around even YouTube videos. By the way, GTA 4 got more optimized on PC via Fusion Fix mod version 5.0. Maybe something externally is affecting your connection. A marketing GTA TikTok app showing NPCs fake live streams in-game would create hella hype. Then letting us upload player content once it launches would be awesome. Well, speaking on that, it's kind of interesting to me is because there's actually a variety of content creators right now, or there's a variety of people on the internet that have been posting like fake GTA 6 stuff. And everybody knows it's fake. Everybody knows it's not authentic. It's not legitimate. It's not something that's actually happening. A lot of this stuff is just being made with AI or just whatever. There is a lot of stuff floating around at the moment, and I bet you if we browse like the Reddit page for a little bit, or maybe if I even hop on Facebook and look at even like the GTA 6 Vice page, I'm sure I can see some stuff like that. Let me pull those open real quick. I'm going to pull these open real quick. So open Reddit. Jeez Louises. You know, I hate to say it. I might have to take like a little break or something. I'm not a big fan of like what is happening at the moment. I want to like restart my computer. I want to like unplug my internet, plug it back in. I want to go on the internet app and like give it an update. Like something's just not right with this whole live stream like the whole time. And it's really starting to just kind of like bug the shit out of me. It's like really starting to bug the shit out of me actually. having so many drop frames and just the internet will not hold a constant, or just OBS. Maybe it's OBS too. OBS might be the problem. I've been recording in 4K recently. I've been recording in 4K format, 30 frames per second with my 4K capture card. And I don't know, like right before this live stream, I put it back to 1080, 60 frames. I'm just not sure why it's being a dick right now. Here, deactivate the capture cards. Yeah, it was GTA Infinity who made those GTA 6 fake screenshots. Yeah, but I've been seeing like a lot of stuff though. Alright, take me to GTA 6. Oh, the page is right here. Yeah, for the past like weeks, I've been recording in 4K. And I've been using OBS to do it. Maybe my computer is just a little confused about that. It's not understanding like why I switched it back to 1080. Or maybe I should have restarted OBS or something. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. The shit is just going way too slow for me at the moment, and I can't do this right now. I'm like, it's even like slowing down my talking. I'm trying to like explain, and I have to like pause because I'm waiting for like shit on the internet to load. So I'm gonna like leave for a little bit. I'm gonna restart my computer, give Google Chrome an update, see if there's an update for OBS. I haven't been home in like a day or two. I've been like out and shit. I don't know, but I'm gonna do that for a little bit. But if you guys want to come back at like the top of the hour, it's whatever time, 26 p.m. Just come back in like 30 minutes, or I'm gonna go live in like, I don't fucking know. But it's honestly starting to just, it's bothering me. So it's giving me a headache. I'm gonna back out for a little bit, and if you guys want to come hang out in like the next 30 minutes, please, by all means. But like something's going on with OBS or my internet or my computer. I don't know. I just need to restart some shit, restart the computer, close OBS. I need to do a reset at the moment. I will see you guys in the next half hour or so, if you won't. Goodbye, everybody. Peace. We'll talk about GTA 6 stuff again, and like when I go live again, because I will. I don't know. I don't know. Goodbye. I'll see you when I see you in like a half hour. Peace. Because yeah, this shit is trash. 20,000 drop frames, 13%. We're not even holding the 10 megabytes. I know my internet ain't like that. Like, I know I can run an internet speed test, and I know we got way more than we need. Like, I know something ain't right with the moment. I don't know if it's like my Ethernet cable, just something ain't right. Like, I can even go on my phone, for example, and run an internet speed test. And I'm just getting way, like, even like right now, like, I don't know. I don't fucking know. But yeah, something ain't right with this. Something is not right with this. I'll see you later, everybody. I will see you later.